see. For videos, it's going to be one of the two typically. But, so it's up there. Go back to live. It's just it's putting it right here. Okay. There it is. Yeah, let's see if that's the other one.
Right, yeah.
No, that's the wrong one because that's the old one. It's erased no fives. Yeah, so back out.
Okay. Up here?
Yeah, or no, just go back. Right there. There, that one. Is that the same one?
You just did. What's the one?
Hit refresh right there. That spinning thing. Try it again. Now maybe it's.
Same one.
It is. Well, it should be up, so just give me a second.
Okay.
There it is, the second one. Yeah, that line. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right, here we go. All right, folks. This is Jason Fick commentating John Boldman racing to 25, Gregory JENSEN racing to 15. I think this is a really good promotion for Greg. He kind of impromptu threw this up and told John what he wanted to do, and Greg is trying to challenge himself. So. They're going to flip a quarter. Winner breaks. Well, $100 is not that much money, folks. So for all of you who are in the pre-chat, this is, I think this is really good. I mean, Greg works his butt off. He puts in a lot of time trying to get better at this game. His choice of playing John Boldman was all about John Boldman's attitude as a person and the person around the table. And we all love John Boldman. All right, here we go. We have handshaking. We're getting ready to go. Looks like Greg JENSEN has won the flip. He's going to break. Let's get this party started, fellas. All right. All right, break number one. Oh, we have a scratch. All right, Greg, can you go back? We just put a brake tip on for him this morning, too. He really likes it. I'm not sure his table was happy with that break. But let's see what happens here. He has a 10-game spot and a race to 25. Follow through. John having a ball in hand here due to a scratch break from Greg. John probably going to use a little bit of high follow English, maybe a little bit inside, come around for the 3 in the pocket where he's at. Oh, one railed it up. Okay. Looks like he's got a fairly straight on the 3, but he just needs to get out for. Is he going to draw for the side? I think he's drawing for the side. He is. Ooh, it was a pretty straight shot. You do it straight into the pocket. All right, Greg. We talked about this earlier. These are the games you have to get out on. These are the ones you have to stay focused and get her done, buddy. Taking his time, looking at it. All right, let's go, bud. And as a commentator, I'm not wishing the better of either one. I want them both to play well. This is going to be very challenging for Greg, I think. More challenging for Greg. But John's not careful. Greg will steal this from him. Stay down, bud. Stay focused. Stay focused. Ooh, almost overcut that. All right, Greg wins the first rack. This is opponent rack. We're using a Salado spot. It's got a nice little diamond divot for the head ball to sit there without having to, put a hole in the cloth. Yeah, and it seems to work pretty well. I like the way the diamond racks work. We were getting tight racks all night last night and this morning. So. All right. Break number 2. Greg is up 1-0. Oh, damn. Well, that tip's really putting some pop into it. But he's leaving John another ball in hand. This is not what you want to do with BOLDMAN. Come on, Bubba. I've been around John BOLDMAN a long time. He's one of my favorite people. Such a great attitude about life. Always happy. Oh, look at that effortless looking stroke. Off the rail, side angle. Oh. Shape to the 3. I think he's going to follow this lightly. He followed it around pretty hard. Now, it looks like the 3 might be pinched. Let's see, I think he might have a shot at this. No, he was playing safe. He did not have a good clean head at it. All right. Well, folks, this is Jason Fick with Distinguished Billiards. A good, solid, I don't know. This is a great match. We're trying to build, got Dibs. Greg has put a lot of work into this room. And tons and tons of work. All that tile is freshly put in. Just recently finished, grouted, cleaned up. Greg's put a lot of work into putting this together. He's pulled EvoSports into getting cameras up here for us. And we're part of the EvoSports commentating group. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Justin Lee from up in Vancouver, BC. I think this is a really neat, awesome platform, Justin. Really awesome. And I'm just excited for this to grow. I've been wanting this to go and go and go. Good stroke right there. Nice little pop stroke, John. A little off angle on the 8. We'll draw it. Punch draw. A little bit diamond and a half from the side. Just lay up on the 9. Oh, perfect. Just a little off angle. I'm just going to secure this. Probably leave the cue ball in the middle of the table. Perfect. Cue ball right back to the middle of the table. All right, we are 1-1. John to break here, tied 1-1. Or would we call this 16-1? I mean, no. I guess it would be 11 to 1, wouldn't it? If you're throwing 10 on the wire, right? I wonder if that would be easier. Ooh, John throws down a break scratch. Okay, this is an open table, Greg. Let's see what you got here, because this isn't bad at all. I think there's potential with this rack. Okay. One ball. We'll right over to the 2 ball for the side. Okay, left himself there for the 4. He's going to do a high left here, maybe. Travel down. Going to take his medicine on the 6. I'm sure that's the 6. Okay. All right. Let's see what he's got here. Come on, Greg. What you gonna do here? All right. Really? Okay. Beats you down a little bit. Is he gonna? Oh man, unlucky. He put a throw at the 9 there a little bit. Pretty darn close. Really darn close. But John Bolden with 3 balls left from the 9 sitting by the pocket. And John with the slight angle on the 9. I think this one's in the bag. All right. 1 to 2.
The screen will look like that. But that will change.
All right. What's going on here?
What's that? The Bravo, it's the Bravo too. Or
Okay. All right. The boys need to adjust the score. All right, I'm going to step out, make a comment. Hang on. Mark your score. Okay, I just had to remind them to mark the score up a little bit right there. All right, I'm back. Converting Jensen to rack. All right, Greg, have some fun. Let's go, boys. All right, John Boldman to break, leading 2-1. He needs 23 more racks, and Greg Jensen needs 14. This will be interesting. We got a ball down. One's right by the O. The 3-ball got involved. All right, here we go. Come on, John. You going after a jump? Oh, okay. You're just going to roll out on this. Okay. I got you. Roll down to a super jump. No, just a kick. Okay.
Let's put it next year so we can see it.
It's a good roll out. I think he played a 2-grader on this. That was nice. Yeah, you might have heard me there. Since what I was thinking, the 2-rail kick in the side. It's close. But that shot really does come up with great shape on the 2 if you make it. Straight in cross corner bank. Mr. Bolden with perfect stop shot shape on the deuce. Nice. The 3 to the 4, I think, is the key to this out here. And I think he's probably going to want to play the gap between the 7-9. Is he going to try to force 3 rails around? Bridged over the 7. Looks like he's doing a little bit of 3 rails here. He's going to play a short. He still has a shot at it. Now just play a little follow. Just a touch of right. Spin around the 9. You come back almost straight in on the 5. Oh, yeah. Oh. Wow. Maybe he wasn't comfortable with that shot. Good shot, Greg. Bank that puppy right in there. Look for the optical illusion. Looks like you are a little bit snug on the 9 here, though. Just taking a good look at it, looking from both sides. I always recommend that. Look at both ends of the shot when your ball's really close. Oh, I just rushed that, boy. Straight in shape. Pocket speed, dead ball. You can just stop shot it too. That's not a bad angle. Slide stop. Looks like Bolden's going to be up 3-1 here. Now it'll be a 22-14 race. Okay, here we go. Jensen get another rack ready for Mr. Boldman. This is the old school 9-ball winter break handicap race. Mr. Jensen needs 15 racks for a W. John needs 25. Balls down. Not a great look at the 1. John will either play safe or roll out with this. I don't know. Safe does not look easy here. But a thin on the one with some left-hand English, maybe. There's that really thin shot, a little bit English, playing back and around. But that was the right play. A little bit more speed, and you get the cue ball behind the two. It was a nice thin shot. The 9-ball's cutting off a little bit of this, but there is an edge that you can see here, I think. Well, the ball was yellow, fellas. It was yellow. Let's spot that puppy back up. Mr. Boldman to receive ball in hand on the one. Okay, I think Boldman's going to... Is he coming forward here? Looks like he's coming forward. Okay, drift down past his side. He pinched himself, I think. No, maybe not. He might be able to see that. He's going to come back out here to the 4. I think this is a follow here. Follow just a hair bit behind, just a touch of right. Yeah. Yeah, that was nice. Now, is he going to draw back out to the 6 in the corner pocket where he's standing? Or is he going to follow down? Looks like he's got some draw down with the shadow. Yeah, he did. Nice little stroke. That's on a little diamond. That shot is really easy to overstroke. That was a nice stroke, John Boldman. And what I mean by shadow, folks, is when you watch his stick, his shaft stroking, just find the shadow underneath it, and you can see close to the cue ball if he's practice stroking his draw, then you see the shadow and the shaft come together. Well, he might have hit that one hard. No, he hit it just about perfect. I think he's going to play side pocket shape here for the 9. Yep. A little bit off angle, cheat the inside of the pocket, side pocket. And 9 balls down. Mr. Boldman needs 21 racks. Jack Kiske is going to be joining us here in a little bit. He and his wife Tina are on their way. Jack Kiske moved up to Mount Baker area. He's up there, got a nice place up there. Good solid break. He's getting that corner ball in there. Ooh, that one lays up there pretty nice. I'm going to predict a break and run from John on this rack. Set the 2 balls down. He's going toward the side rail. You got the 3 to the 4. Yeah. Hopefully there's no commentator curse. That's a clean break for a round. Yeah. A little straight on the 3 looks like. And he's going to stop it. Almost shoot. Oh, good. You have a little bit of punch on that. Nice. Slid over. Okay. Looks like he's going to follow. Miss the 7 for side pocket shape on the 5. Why don't we just use it to slow him down? You can use a little bit of draw and just a little left, and you can come right back up toward middle table for the 6. Perfect. Right off the center table, come up. Oh, we wanted a little bit more. Okay. See if he decides to thin this cut and go 2.5 rails back to the 7, or he's going to play the bank shot and do it right there. I think he's going to cut it. Oh, he cut it in. There. Okay. Almost perfect. 2.5 rails. Well, you're going to fall forward here for the 8 and the side. There's lining up. Make it easy. If you'd like it, you don't want it perfectly straight. A little bit off angle. There it is. Perfect. I'm just going to fall forward a little and take his medicine on the 9. Perfect. There's that little off angle. He drifts to the right of his shot line. That's perfect. Perfect diamond 7-foot play. And if you notice, when John finishes on his 9-ball shots, cue ball is rolling right into the middle of the table. Quite a few times. That's where his cue ball speed is just rolling to the middle of the table, whether it's half table or full table. And that's one of the toughest things, on your 8-ball, your 9-ball, your money ball. And a lot of times, you absolutely want to have a spot to put the cue ball, or else you can lose it. And you made this great shot, but then you fluffed the cue ball on the side pocket or something. Right. See what John, that's a pretty good break. He's off the rail. Pretty straight shot from one down in the corner. I think it's a 4 up there by the 5. He's got a shape on the 3. Can't tell. Looks like the 4. Yep. 2-ball is gone. That's pretty good on the 3. Follow around. Play the 4. He wants to play the 4 there. Well, that is the 2. 4's gone. Well, maybe not. 4 is there and the 8's there. I'm a bonehead. Ooh. Caught the point a little bit. But this is manageable. The 7-ball was off the table. I can't count and I can't see apparently. He's just got back in line. Just a little follow on the 4-ball. Right at the middle table, I think he went a little outside when he hit that though. And John's gonna stroke this just a little bit, I think. If he wants to play the side pocket. If not, he's just gonna punch it over and back to the other side. He follows it. Ooh, I think he was a little indecisive. All right, Greg. Come on, you need to steal the game, buddy. Oh. Yeah, that's a very thin, not too thin, but a thin cut on the 5. But that's I kind of like this because you're going to end up a shape on the 6 no matter what you do, and the 9-ball's sitting right by the corner pocket. I say you go ahead and play this and throw at the 9. I didn't even think about throwing at the 9. Lift himself a little bit over. Ah, now the 9-ball's in a little bit of his way here. Oh, he hit that good. He hit that really good. And he's got shape off the rail. He can dead ball this, come back off the bottom rail. Good out, John Bolden. And there, right off the bottom rail, right back up to the. Okay. 6-1. Or should it be 6-11? If they just put the 10 on the wire, it would be 25-25. All right. Jensen racking. Boldman breaking. Boldman's going to get warmed up, and we're playing winter break. They could throw down a 2 or 3 pack here. I know John well enough. He can throw it down. Oh, look at that. Cue ball got bumped, but it just stopped right in the middle of the table after his break. Okay, got a controllable half table cut on the 2, rolls right up for shape to the 3 on the side. I'm going to predict another out here. Perfect, too. Lead on 3. Play this slow. That was nice. Rolled right out. Nice stop shot. You play the side pocket. Go down and over. Nope, you're going it all the way down. Let me stop this up here. Ooh, you slid that in on the rail there. Now, you got to get back to the 7. He's just going to draw down. The draw is coming right at the 9-ball. This could be bad. Ooh. All right, he's kicking at the 7. Yeah. I didn't know if the stop shot on the 5 was going to leave him enough, or on the 4 was going to leave him just enough. All right, here's the kick. Little 2-way kick. Got everything rolling. Greg has to make a good shot here, though. He didn't leave it easy. Let's see what Greg does here. I'm going to just cut this to the right far corner, upper right corner. Just a little bit of follow, not a whole lot, and you just get perfect shape in the middle of the table with the cue ball for the 8. But you're closer to the 7 ball. It can be a difficult eyeball. Oh, looks like we had Jack Kiske and Tina Kiske just came in. They're going to be walking in here in a second.
There's drinks and stuff on the bar. There's a refrigerator and the chairs.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I'm going to take a slight little break here and shut the mic off. Yeah. How are you doing, my friend? You guys brought a lot of chicken.
We did.
A lot of chicken.
I don't know where to put all this chicken.
No, I'll leave a bag in here for us, I guess, but we might want to get some napkins.
Okay, I'm gonna put this up there for them.
All right, Jack, let's get you logged in. If you're ready to get going.
Yep.
Okay. It's funny, you didn't know your stuff. Huh?
No, I mean, I
That's your headset, your Bluetooth to it. This is a comfortable one. But you do need to turn this on and you're ready to rock. So. Still. Guess my mic was still on. I guess that little mic silencer didn't work for me here. Happy birthday, Jack.
Thank you.
Sorry, I couldn't make it up for the birthday party. Yeah, Tina just came down from up north and stopped at my favorite fried chicken place. I think they're better than Popeyes. I think they're better than Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Well, I don't get to make it out to see you guys all that often, so I figured I'd try and make it special.
I appreciate it.
This is an interesting
That's my
layout here.
latest. Had to buy it.
I love it.
John's got a little 50-50 shot on the one. Gonna play the bank. I'm gonna.
Well,
I'm sorry, folks. I
good
missed that last rack that Greg won. With Jack and Tina coming in with fried chicken.
I apologize for the interruption. We were a little late because we had a soccer game to go take care of for the little ones. And
The kids are important.
oh, yeah. So what do you think here?
The two being up there, you could either play two rails this way and try to get around these balls, which he just got there.
Yeah, he
Or you
ended
could have
up
played a
good
little
off of
dead
that.
right draw and try to come back up toward the 8. I'm
Yeah,
wondering now.
there was a lot of ways that could have gone bad there. I think he caught that one ball a little thick.
Yes.
I think he was trying to catch it a little thinner and come the other side of that 2-3. But
Oh boy.
well,
Let's see where John decides to play a shape on the 3.
well, if he makes this and gets pretty center table, he can be pretty safe going for that 3-9 because he can just
Exactly.
draw just past the side pocket and use the what's the gray one there? Is that the 6 ball?
That's the 6.
Yeah, he could
Yep.
just draw right behind that 6
Yep.
for a backup safety just in case he doesn't make this.
I agree.
He just has to. Oh, it looks like he's shooting this with high. Maybe he's got room to play it clean. Oh,
No, he was
well,
getting the cue ball to run.
yeah.
Such a flat hit. 3 ball lost all its energy.
Yeah, but
Unfortunately, Greg with the bank. He was hitting these pretty good last night.
well, bank's not a bad idea, but I think the safe behind the 9 might be the safer play.
He got some lucky.
Yeah, you got a little love. I think the soft draw right behind the 9 and just bank the 3 across to the other side of the table and play the safe there would have been the higher percentage play, but he got away with it here. And if he can take this into the corner with a little low left and draw back around that 9 ball, he's got a pretty natural shape to the 5 as long as he doesn't overhit it.
Talk about the corner. Boy, he is throwing the cue.
Yeah, he's
not settling
He's
down.
amped up a bit. He's firing pretty hard at these, like he's desperate for something to go in instead of just taking his time and stroking the ball in.
His shooting has changed a little.
And John left himself tough getting to the 6 here unless he just wants to.
He's
Oh
on
no,
the
that's the
4
4 ball. Oh, I thought that was the 8 ball. Oh, the 8 went earlier. That's right. Sorry, I'm still getting used to trying to see what balls or what colors on this screen.
Yes.
My
The
apologies.
6 is gray, actually. The 5 is still the 5. The 4 is still purple.
Yeah, I just
Like normal.
I thought it was the 7-8 there, not the
Yeah.
7-4.
I've already made a couple of comments that the 4 ball, no wait, that's the 2 ball.
He left himself a little steeper on this than he wanted, but he should be able to just roll this in
Yep,
and be
follow
all right. Or you can hit it a little more firm and come across.
Perfect. You don't want to come up too much because you want your angle on the 7 to come across.
Yeah. Yeah. John's just stroking these
Yes,
in,
he
and
is.
Greg's just kind of trying to hit them in. And there's a big difference between hitting them in and just stroking them in.
Greg mentally might think he needs to catch up. Because we were talking last night, he needs to hold off on that advance on his 10-game spot. And
Yeah, but the thing is, you're still really early, and there's a lot of time for the momentum to swing
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. So, like, you get too desperate too early, and you can shoot yourself right out of the game because
Oh, yeah.
games that you could be winning if you kept your composure, you end up giving away, and then you put yourself, kind of snowball effect, and you get more desperate as the match goes on. Where if you can just keep your composure a little bit, stay calm and collected, then win the games that you have the opportunity to, and you can mitigate that damage quite a bit.
embrace the grind.
Oh yeah.
We had that talk last night too. Says, dude, sometimes you're gonna have to treat each of these games as a 1-pocket game. You're gonna have to mentally stay tough and grind it out.
He put himself in what looks like a spot of bother here. I'm not sure if he can. No, he can't get to that too. He's kicking for it. And he didn't take a lot of time on that. He rushed that a bit. Frustration's building by the looks of it. This leaves John in a pretty good spot because take that 2 in the corner, easy for the 3 in the side, come right back out for the 4 in the corner. 5's open. 4 of the pockets. He can play that however he wants. And
This is a good set layout for John here.
yeah, all he's basically got to do is get good from the 6 to the 7.
Yeah.
Ideally be, kind of straight across from the 7 to play it in the side so that it's a natural angle down table. But even if he were to get like straight on the 6, you could take the 7 in the side to be able to.
Oh yeah.
Well, he came up a bit short there. I think he wanted to come out about another foot or so for that 5 ball. But
You don't want to follow this. The 8 ball's way in the path. Is he going to draw out and back out again? Or is he going to try to pocket speed this?
well, you
I
could
think
do
he's got too much
those,
angle.
but another option here is if you just roll that 5 down past the 7 and roll the cue ball right up on the back of the 7, set yourself up for a good opportunity off a safe. But that
Or
was a
there's
great shot, just
that.
being able to thread that gap between the 6 and the 8.
Oh yeah.
Nice confident stroke. You're not going to play that shot if you're not feeling good about the way you're shooting right now.
He's got to throw a little bit on this ball.
I think just like a half a tip of right and
Yep,
some high,
just
and he
follow.
can come right across by the first diamond up from that side pocket on the long rail.
Perfect.
And then that's good angle to just roll that 8 in with just a little bit of outside.
Ooh, he
Ooh,
stood
he
up.
popped up on that big time.
Wow.
That's very surprising from Mr. Boldman.
These
He's
are games
usually
that
pretty rock
Greg
solid.
needs to steal.
Yes, he needs to just keep his composure, don't get too excited, and just stroke these in nice.
Stay down. All right, Greg.
That was very nice, but
That was
I'd
good,
like
Greg.
to see him take just a little more time on that because he's shooting quick, and that tends to lead to punching the ball a little bit when you're shooting quick instead of stroking it nice.
Yes.
And on a table like this, that's when the balls rattle on you instead of dropping. But that was a very key rack for Greg because that can calm his nerves down a little bit, make him feel a little more,
Yep.
you know,
A little
in
confidence.
control. Yeah.
That chicken is smelling good.
Is there a way to get the chat up on the screen here, or is there anybody chatting on any of this? Oh,
Go up here to YouTube. Might go up and see.
nice break there by Greg. Made a ball, but or
Where are we here? Oh, what did I do?
by John Boldman. Sorry, I couldn't see who did it. We're trying to find something else on another computer screen. My apologies.
Yes, we are very sorry. I just lost the chat on mine. I just lost my whole little deal on the whole screen call.
It was a
All right.
peculiar way to play that. We're gonna see how aggressive Greg's gonna be here.
Wow. This is
Oh,
weird. Little computer shut up. You're still live, right, Jack?
it looks like it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still seeing everything.
The problem is I'm not seeing you over there. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing.
It still shows me as commentating on the screen, but you're not on there.
No, not at all. It was completely off.
So. This could be the shot that decides this game right here. If depending on how he wants to shoot this, you could, I think, slow roll this cut in the corner and drift down for the 5 in the same pocket. Oh, he went for the safe option, which is a smart play. I don't think he was going to make that. I think he was going safe all the way. Very nice kick there. Good hit and got a good leave out of it. As John doesn't have a whole lot of offense to go here, but he does have another really good opportunity for a safe. But being the fact that he's the higher rated player here, he may feel like he's got the freedom to go after it, which he does. Greg doing the smart thing in that spot and playing the safe behind the 8. Only problem with this is you're leaving that 3 close to that 9, which gives the opportunity to ride the cheese.
Take a little break.
But we're going to take a break while we try and fix a little bit of a computer issue, and we will be back with you shortly.
Shut off and came back
I
on.
just stood up to go over here to try to get his screen up to have YouTube and chat.
Okay.
And
All right.
then this just went black. All I did was stand up. So I don't know. Well, we got to get back to EvoSports. Everything went out.
Yeah.
It's my fault. I showed up and everything went to shit.
No, it's true. We're fine. It's terrible. We do it all night. This is for you. This is for Jason. Jason's faster. Jason's learning how to do a lot of this stuff. So through that, it's still, as you know, it's a bit of a learning process. It's good to see you, Jeff. I forget about it.
Yeah, I figured with you guys playing and Vic being here to do some commentary and stuff, I was like, what a better opportunity to be able to come down and say hi. And
Yeah, check out the space. When we're done here, we can play some cool games.
I just don't get to come down and see you guys very often. And I was like, hey, this is a good chance to be able to, come by, say hi. And
We got a lot of them right here now. So you guys are back in. You're good to go. Okay, let me get you over here so you can say this too, because you don't have this up. I was hoping Jason was going to get you lined up with this, but he doesn't. That's fine. I can. Jason should put that through there. That's not the right one. There it is right here. All right. That's up here. You can see what's happening on YouTube right there. That's the chat for YouTube.
nice.
Jason, wherever you're at. Jackie, can you jump on the mic? Let me know. We'll be back in a minute. Thank you.
Okay, it looks like we got the technical issues figured out.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah. Thank you, Jason.
Oh, stick. Greg.
Boldman's going for the kick on the 3 here.
Oh, you missed it.
Let's see. Might have just been a little unnerved after the little bit of the hold up there. So how's he going to play this? Is he going to try and run into the 5?
I think he's going to play the combo. I mean, it's decent enough here.
Well, you got to be careful with this because, that 5 can drift away from the rail and leave you tough if you just kind of medium hit this. You either got to play it light and leave the back cut, or you got to hit it firm.
Oh.
Strike one.
Ding dong. Whoa. He popped that right into the space with pocket.
And he got a little careless on that.
He did. Stood up a little, shot kind of quick.
And these are the ones that, like we were talking about earlier, Greg really needs to take advantage of. And he didn't exactly leave himself perfect here. He wanted to come up a little farther, but he overhit that shot in that corner with that high English, and it killed the speed.
Yep. Because he should have been down almost first diamond area. He come up smelling pretty good here. If he's straight enough, this is just stop shot. Table plays good. We'll be playing later.
50-yard line there, or 48-yard line.
Yeah. 45, 55.
Jason, I'm getting an echo of you and me in the headset. Am I supposed to hear that?
So am I. Okay. It's okay. You're hearing.
I just wanted to make sure. Nice shot by John BOLDMAN there up the rail.
Yeah, there is a delayed echo from what we're watching live on our computers to what YouTube is seeing. And we are hearing the echo in the background. So for us, if we miss something, if we're up quick enough in 20 seconds, we can re-see it. Good solid break, but oh, it's dry. Dry.
There's an opportunity here to be able to take that one up in the corner, but how much benefit is there to going for this shot? Because I don't think that 2 goes past the 7. So getting from the 1 to the 2 to have a decent shot's going to be pretty tough.
Is that the furniture rearrangement?
So do you play the cut here, or would you try and slow bank that 1 into the 7?
I think I'm going to cut this ball and just come back across. You're not even hold the ball. I'll bring the cue ball back over here and back out a bit. I mean, on a diamond 7, that's just, if you're good with your cut sharp ones, go the extra rail and a half. Just the medium stroke.
Yeah, that's one of the things I see that a lot of people would benefit from a little bit more is instead of trying to slow roll everything to hold, go ahead and use the rail and come back out.
Mm-hmm. I think it maintains a medium stroke on a little table. Well, you knew the 7 ball was a combo. Not really straight here.
Yeah, but with being that close to the pocket, he's got a good chance to be able to cheat this and just come back out.
And you hit it almost perfect. And almost perfect's what, a foot closer?
Yeah, but I mean, you never want to take something for granted and end up scratching in that side pocket trying to get too perfect.
Correct.
Yeah, left himself about a foot short on
A
this
little
one,
bit
though.
of a tweener here.
But
He's going side pocket with it. Float down a little bit of right English, come back to
Yeah.
the center table.
a little straight here, but I mean, no
Switch over
issue
now.
getting to the 9. So
Nope.
yeah, just kind of kill it right there and take your shot on the 9. No point in trying to do anything fancy when you know you can make this shot.
No. Especially on a 7-foot diamond.
Yeah, just take your time and stroke this in nice. Don't rush.
Here we are.
Good shot there.
9-3. They must have mismarked the game and caught back up. All right, we're at 9-3. John needs 16 and Greg needs 12.
Yeah,
That buffer's about burnt.
Yeah, pretty close to it.
Very nice. She went and did it. She got plates and napkins. Well, folks, Jack and Tina come down from up north and they brought my favorite chicken from Nugent's Corner. If you're ever up that way, it's worth it.
You know, little repayment for you making the trip all the way up for the wedding.
No payment necessary. You guys happy as enough. Now, if you've had a Zell's chicken or Heaven Sent no longer down and out. That's good southern chicken too. But I think this beats Popeyes. I think it beats KFC. And it's their recipe. They do it all in-house right there.
And he just held on the good side of that 4 ball.
I think you got just enough to shape the 5 there. A little bit of top. He stood up just a tiny bit here.
And
But
he
just thin enough
caught
just
that
to
a
come
little
back
thick.
out.
He caught that a little thick. And I think he wanted to cheat that just a little more and get down under that 7 or that 6 ball, but he should be good here. All you got to do is pocket the ball and you're going to come. Oh, he put a little outside on that.
He did.
But this guarantees that you're. All you got to do is just make this with a touch of low and drift right out by the spot and be good. And any side of the 7's fine. All you got to do is just make sure that you're.
Popped it, but you got a good shape.
Yeah, all you got to do is just make sure you're not straight in on the 7, and he's perfect here. Just same stroke he just put on the 6 ball. He'll be perfect on the 8.
He's going 2 rails forward to the left, or is he going to go 3 rails right?
I think he's going to go low right and come 3 rails.
Perfect. Well struck.
Very well done. Oh, watch outside pocket.
There's how I. Yes, you also have one up on your Evo screen. But apparently, when I hit that, it didn't work. Damn near punched the one right in the side. Lose an opportunity
Good.
there.
Good spread, just no luck on that break. This leaves Greg a great opportunity to get going here. I mean, the 2 to the 2 to the 3 is the only real. Oh, I can't believe he went right English on that.
Yeah, I left English there.
He's got
shaping the 3 a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, getting from the 2 to the 3 is the real issue here. If he can manipulate that and get good on the 3, then he's got a real good chance of getting out here because everything lays pretty nice. But
here you got to just
yeah,
skim above the 5 and just the side pocket, come back out. So,
he
did
just
that pretty good.
yeah, if he's not happy with his shape, he tends to get real punchy with it.
Yeah.
This could end up being a little costly too because you can cut that 3 in and knock that 9 right in the other corner. So it could potentially cost him the game here.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you don't have to really play shape for that 4 ball. It's right by the side pocket.
Exactly.
And whether you're playing it up in the corner or in the side, so you can go ahead and go for this 9 freely as long as you make the 3.
Yep.
He didn't risk it. He just thinned it. So
Well, look at the shape he's got here.
yeah, I mean,
It's almost tic-tac-toe. It's the 7 to the 8, I think, is the big key here.
well, get on the good
6
side
to
of the
7.
6 too, but getting on the good side of the 6 shouldn't be an issue. depending on where he goes. I mean, ideally you want to take this in the side, but you could always just take it down in the corner and draw a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you don't always have to try and do too much. Taking the long shot down table and not risking getting funny on the 6 is never a bad idea.
Really straight.
Yeah, now he's...
Got a little
He might have
body
enough
cheat, I
room
think.
to cheat this, but that's going to take a good stroke to get there. Yeah, he just wanted to punch straight up, and he got a hair too much low on that. Because if he was 8 inches left of there, he's pretty happy. And he's definitely good enough to be able to make this and still get out.
Well, he did stand up.
Yeah, he's done that a couple of times now.
All right, Greg, we're going to take advantage. Now's the time, Bubba.
Well, what's he going to do here, though? I like taking rail first. I would have gone rail first with a little left and just played to the high side of the 8, play the long shot on the 8 to roll down to the 9, but this is definitely doable. Oh, he hit that good. How's the shape?
Oh, I think he got good. Let's
That's a great shot.
go, Greg. He just drilled it.
Yeah, he's
Nice shot, Greg.
yeah, that's one of those. I mean, he definitely hit that though. Again, like you can get every bit of that out of it with 2/3 that power
Yes.
with a better stroke. He's just kind of forcing stuff around the table right now. But he's kind of in fight or flight mode now. He's just got to calm down a little bit. That's a really good break with no love.
Wow. A little bit of shape early on here. I think there's a 6-9 waiting.
Yeah, I think it's lined up a little high of that corner pocket, but definitely doable. If you were right over by where that 2 ball is to shoot that combo, it's pretty dead, I think. And with where that 5 is, you should be able to get just about wherever you need to be. If you just shoot this 3 and kind of kill the cue ball there so you can take the 4 in the corner with a little high left to play the 5 in the side.
6 too. I mean, if you get a little bit around the world over here to the 5 in the side, you can shake the 6 in the corner fairly easy.
Yeah, but he ended up a little straight on that. I would have hit that with just a little bit of a kind of low punch and kind of killed the cue ball there to get a little more angle, but he's going to have to either go to the rail and back out or draw back depending on what angle he's got here.
He got pretty darn good.
Oh, yeah, he's looking real nice now.
Yeah.
Just roll this up a little bit for a great angle on that combo. Ooh, a little far, but still should be definitely doable, but you got to watch the cue ball now because it's going to be doing some traveling if you go for this. Or you may just decide to go for that bank shot past the 7, but
that was good too. You could play a little 2-way with that.
Yeah. Good shot.
Really good shot. 11-4.
That was a smart stroke on that. I know a lot of people that on that shot, they just focus on trying to make the 9 and they hit that just kind of center ball and scratch right up in that corner pocket. Or they think about trying to avoid that corner pocket, so they put a touch of high on it and slow roll it because they don't want to have the cue ball run all over, and then they scratch on the side. So, not that I've ever done that before, of course.
It's funny when you sit here, we never miss here.
Oh, I did once.
You did once sit here?
Yeah, but it was a lot of tequila.
That's one thing I'm gonna miss, Jack, is having tequila with you.
I'll have enough for both of us.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I didn't bring any with me here because I'm not playing, but my wonderful new wife was nice enough for my birthday to go out and get me a wonderful bottle of Class A Azul, which if
You know
you're
exactly what it is.
if you're a fan of tequila, you probably know what that is, and it's
It was the last tequila that I actually had.
it's very delicious.
Down here in Mount Vernon, we have a tacos, Texas pan, it's tacos and tequila on Tuesday nights. But they have a tequila bar. And they carry that one on the wall. And I had a 2-ounce shot of that last time I had tequila. It's $28. And I sipped and enjoyed every last little nummy of it. Ooh, ouch.
That is not like Mr. Bolt.
It's not.
He's usually so good at being able to cheat that pocket and avoid that. And now it looks like Greg's afraid to shoot, so he's going for a 3 foul here. Which I understand the idea of what he was doing there, but if I were going to try and foul him out, I think I would have tried to play the 4 kind of up table more and get that cue ball, maybe go around that 8 and tuck up behind that 9-5.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, a little too much.
Well, if he wants to play a 3 foul, he's really got to play a good one here.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and play that 4 at that 8 ball. No, that was an interesting way to do it. I don't think the 3 foul's getting there because this is way too easy to kick for a guy like Mr. Boldman.
I agree.
Whether he goes high or low, I like his odds of hitting this. That looks like he might have. Ooh, he almost made it.
No 3 foul. But there's still a good safe sitting here, though. Why wouldn't I?
He could probably, I mean, he could curve to hit this, but I think he's going to go for the jump bank.
I think so.
I mean, it's hard to tell from here, but it looks like if you're going for the jump bank, you're going to end up drawing down toward that 8 ball and leave yourself potentially tough on that 5.
Oh.
Yeah, see, if he'd have made it, he'd have been in jail.
Yep.
He got a little fortunate there that he didn't make that and ended up with a really good safe out of it.
Greg just leaned over and looked at this. I think it might be pulling out a shorty jumpy. No?
I think he's looking at the 2-rail kick.
He's got his shooter in his hand. I've seen him jump these and make them left him about a chop and a half away from the ball. Very good kick. He cleared the ball, knocked the ball in, ripped it around 2 rails for perfect shade. And he's straight up and down, chalk away. I mean, no, all right, just nails it. I'm like, he does put in the practice for it.
Oh, he's going 3 rails at
Wow.
that. Well, that was pretty close.
It was very close.
Let's see what Mr. John Boldman can come up with here. Should be pretty straightforward. All he's got to do is just shoot this in basically kind of center ball and just take the longer shot on the 7 for natural shape on the 8, or you can try and
Yeah.
kind of punch draw up table and try and get right between the side pockets. But I wouldn't try and get too cute here.
No.
Yep.
He wants to
Right
come
between the side pockets.
right around the side pocket and have that angle on the 8.
Now he's got perfect angle. Just roll this in, come back down by the spot. Maybe a little left of it.
Tiny bit of inside English. Bring it up there.
On the rail's not ideal, but I still give him 95% on this one.
Yep.
Right down the throat.
You know, I've watched
It's almost like he's good.
almost every single one of his 9-ball finishes. His cue ball is going to the middle table. Middle half table or middle one every single time.
Oh, yeah.
Not every single time. The mind focus on that money ball, have a place to put the cue ball and not in a hole.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's one of the things that I've heard from a couple of pro players is, these people talk about, 8-ballitis or 9-ballitis where they have trouble making that last ball and like, oh, I'm doing really good on, everything else, but I get down to that last ball and I just can't do anything with it. And then, talk about, well, what's the one thing you're not doing on the last ball? And they're like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, they're not playing shape. Even if you're playing, like every other shot you're doing, you're playing shapes. And so on the last ball, you pick a spot on the table to try to get that cue ball too. So you've got that same focus and routine, and you're not just slapping at it, hoping to make it. You can actually focus on a way to strike it where you're avoiding, pockets and stuff like that. But it keeps your mind working in the same exact process instead of taking part of that process
The
out.
routine stays the same.
Exactly.
I think Boldman is going to get out of this.
So do you roll up and then hit the 3 with high left and try and come 2 rails out, or do you would you draw this to get out?
3 flat. I mean, you want the 4 on the side.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. No
Looks
5
like he's,
on the table.
looks like
so
he's
it's 4
going
or
high, left. Oh, watch out, side pocket.
6. Ooh, playing with depth.
Well, on the plus side, with where the 6 is, it's not a real high probability you're going to get yourself in much trouble.
No. We'll just top shot it. Ooh. Well, I think he 8-ball mind did himself.
Yeah. That's where I think you'd have been better off just stop on that 4 ball. Don't try and do anything. If you just stop there, you've got plenty of angle to be able to get anywhere on the table off of that 6. It's close enough to the table. You should never have to worry about missing that 6 ball as long as you're paying attention.
Exactly.
And he tried to get 2 perfect. I mean, I'm not saying he can't kick this in, probably going 2 rails. But, but this is where Greg needs to come up and get out, because this is a rack that John should have been out on.
Yep.
And this is a great opportunity. Oh, and he's not even taking ball in hand there. He just shot it from where John BOLDMAN put it, and then he scratched to the side. He just got up and hit it instead of paying attention. And if he'd have moved that cue ball over by the side rail where you can reach it a little better and just hit it with high right and come 2 rails back over to the 7, I mean, he should be out. And now Boldman just gets virtually a freebie
Well,
here
this-
after making
yeah.
a huge mistake.
Exactly. Both are down. He should have this.
Yeah, Boldman lost that rack, and now he's going to get the win anyway. And when you make a mistake like that, that's where Greg really needs to punish him.
Exactly.
And if you can start punishing him on those, then you put him on his heels a little bit, and then that pressure switches. And that's when you have a chance to be able to go on a good run against him. That was a little surprising there.
I step out and go to the bathroom. Mic is off. Yeah, there's the kids.
All right, let's see how the break turns out this time. Nice break, but that 6 ball rattles out of that side pocket. So dry break, but no good shot for Greg here by the looks of it. And there's always the potential to go for a jump, but what's the benefit of going for that? I think you got to be looking for a push out here. I think this leaves John way too much of that ball to be able to try and play a safe here. And if you're going to roll out, you got to leave him a little tougher than that. I mean, Greg's got the 2 rail kick here to be able to hit that one pretty easy. He's also got plenty of distance from the 2 to go for the jump, which I wouldn't advise, but it looks like what he's going for. But I like the idea of kicking 2 rails into this one. If you happen to make it in the side, great. You got to look at the 2. Maybe you catch it a little wide and you end up knocking that 1 down behind the 8-9, so you've got a safety potential too, and you don't risk giving up ball in hand like there. This should be fairly straightforward at the moment. Just roll the 1 in, roll up to the short side on the 2, play the 2 down, 3's right there. Ooh, a little far, but still should be very manageable unless he wants to opt for the safe behind the 5. When you hit him that crisp, what's the point of playing safe?
Good point.
Now, as long as he can get good on that 4 ball. Another great stroke there, perfect shape. Question is, does the 5 go? And I think if you roll it in easy, it'll go off. But he may end up looking at trying to play a safe, because you could take the 5 off the long rail out toward the 7 and roll the cue up behind the 8, but I'm pretty sure that goes. Ooh. He hit that like he thought it went straight in the middle of the pocket. I think he needed to catch the rail a little bit, so he hit that a little aggressive for that to work. But that's easy to say when you're sitting in the chair watching from the other room.
I've also noticed the angle that we have. Sometimes the view is not quite perfect for us.
Oh, and Greg with a golden opportunity there, and he swung at that instead of stroked at it. He flailed his arm right big time, missed that ball by quite a ways. How's John come up?
This is in
A little thin on that 7, but he should be able to make this work. Hit this with a little punchy low outside, cut it in.
Valerie wanted to make sure she said hi to everybody. Perfect.
Great shot. And all he's got to do is just basically stroke this in with just a touch of high, or he can go a little bit of left. As long as you don't leave yourself on the rail, which you didn't. Just smooth this right into the middle of the pocket. Watch outside pocket. That was nice out by John Boldman again.
The 10-game deficit is gone.
No, it's heads up race to 11 from here. Another break with really good power, but nothing finding its way home on that one yet again. This is a really good chance for a great safe if come off that 1 with a little bit of middle right and just lock them right on the back of that 5 ball.
Yep.
Ooh, he hit that a lot harder than I would have expected. If he'd have knocked that ball in the corner pocket, he'd have been putting himself in trouble instead of getting a safe out of it. He got a little fortunate here. This is a tight window to curve between that 3 and 2 to get down to get contact with that 1, but he got there, got a rail,
Wow.
left him an easy make on the 1, but that 8 ball becomes real big, and so does the 9. Got a decent look at this. Stay up. Yeah, that was another good opportunity gone by the wayside. He's rushing. He's not getting down on his shots. He's just kind of getting up there. He gets halfway down and just kind of fires away. You can tell there's some frustration building there. What's Boldman's plan here? Is he going to be taking that 5 off the rail off the 7 or playing the combo?
Oh, hopefully he doesn't make it go. I think he's going to play an off the rail 7.
That's what I'm thinking. Good shot, but shape's a little rough. I'm surprised he didn't roll the cue ball up table on that one, because you know that 7's not going to be doing much other than getting center table down by that rail. So
All right, I'm back. Take a bathroom break. Stuff my face with some fried chicken.
well, there's a lot more fried chicken, so feel free to
Yeah.
stuff away.
Oh, look at this. Oh, almost. Almost drove that in there. What I'm really interested in is those look yummy. Man. Brought these little cookies. Mm. Blew up a little fast. I know the body language almost seems like a little wind out of the sail.
Yeah, he's definitely not got a bunch of confidence right now. It doesn't seem like. Another win for John. Finally makes something on the break and does not get any love out of it.
Look at the lineup of the balls. Actually, not a bad push. He's a good push, really.
Yeah, that one ball might be far enough out with a good stroke. You might be able to kind of stick the cue ball right there. Kick that one down table. Oh, he left him the edge of it.
If it slows down, it might be good. Nope. Still.
Yeah, but
Got a
getting
lot
from
of
the one to
travel.
the two is still really tough.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do here? Try and cut the one in, come two rails back between them. Oh,
Wow.
that's
That's about as good as
Yeah.
you could have expected.
Yeah, I was thinking come between the 8-7 to the long rail and back down kind of,
Yeah.
a diamond up from that bottom left corner pocket to back cut the two. But,
Shot.
and good shape on that three. If he can get into the four is going to be pretty tricky here, but if he can manage to get out on this rack, that's, see, and that's one where it felt like he started getting going and then he just got in a rush and didn't really pay attention.
Yeah.
And it's obvious he was trying to hit that with high right and come three rails out and leave himself center table to cut that four in, but he just kind of got up there and hit it.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Sean just did too. Wow. Okay, great focus, bud.
Just goes to show we can all make those mistakes.
That rolled nice. I like this.
It's almost like he knows this table. I'm surprised there.
Too bad. Yeah, I might
I would have thought
went
hit it
around
with
the
a little
side.
bit of high left. Yeah, play that 8 in the side pocket.
No. Oh no.
And even if you're missing that, you got to make sure you keep that cue ball away from those pockets. You can't give up ball in hand to a guy like John BOLDMAN, especially this many times.
Apparently in the chat, I think somebody's keeping count 10.
Wow.
That's 10 scratches. I should go out there and say, hey, Greg, scratch one more time. It's $25. We had played one leg, scratches were a quarter, and it added up over the session. It added up to $400 or $500. That's what it added up to. No, you have a bad night, about 50, 5-6 scratches. It adds up.
There's a more productive break. Made 2 balls on that one, but again, no good look at the 2 ball here.
You're gonna roll that 2 just a little bit past the 5 and try to hold.
I think I like the idea of kick and stick, kick that 2 ball down and get that cue ball to just drift right under that 5. Oh, I didn't look at
nice
the.
carom.
That was a great shot. I didn't even think
even
about
think.
that one.
One that didn't even cross my mind.
How's the bump? Good
JMFB.
bump.
John Mofo Bowman. That was pretty. Pretty cool.
If this goes, it's good all day.
That's perfect.
Come on, Greg, call it bad just for the giggles.
No. What you did wasn't foul. Oh, this is up.
Yeah,
This is perfect.
Just
shape.
roll this in, shoot with 7 and stop, or draw it back an inch or 2. Only thing bad you could do here is try and get too good on the 9 and draw into the side. So as long as you just don't do
stop,
that.
Stop a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, but we had that one earlier where he had that easy
yeah.
stop shot in the side with natural shape on the 6, where it was right next to the pocket, and he drew right behind the 8 ball.
I think a lot of times for me, when I end up doing that to myself, just because the last thought in my mind was, watch out for the 8. I mean, right when you strike the cue ball. One of my best mentors ever, Brent Kirschman, doesn't play anymore, but I watched him break around 5 racks 8 ball, $500. The guy plays good, but he just said the best thing, positive thought when you strike the cue ball.
Yeah.
Push that all the way to if you can get the picture outcome of what you want. Every time when you stroke the cue ball, it comes out. I mean, what you thinking? It comes out.
Oh, yeah. Well, he made a ball on the break here, but again, they're not getting any love with shape off the break.
Oh.
But yeah, there's a lot to be said for the power of positive thinking, because if you sit there and you think about what you want to have happen, your mind is such an incredible computer to be able to tell your body how to make that happen, even if you don't really understand it. They actually did a study for college basketball players where they had half of the team sit there and shoot free throws for like 3 hours. And all they did is get up there, shoot free throws. And they just rotate through that half of the team. The other half of the team was on the other side of the court and just laid down, closed their eyes, and imagined themselves shooting free throws into the basket. And then they had a competition to see who did better. And the people who never touched a basketball during the whole practice time and just sat there and imagined shooting the ball had a higher make percentage on their free throws than the people that sat there shooting it the whole time.
I remember in 2013 on our drive down, we had stopped in Eastern Washington and played a tournament. I was really amped up. But then from the rest of the drive down to Oregon, we literally mentally approached the table, lined my stick up, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, stroke. Just mentally over and over and over. And for 4 days, just played complete control. There is something to be said.
Well, that was a bad bump there. What's Boldman going to come with here? You think he can cut that in? It looks like he thinks he can, but this cue ball's going flying. God knows what's going to happen. Oh, he missed it completely.
Well, earlier in the game, when Greg was down here on the bottom part of the table under the 2, he made the 1. He should have just played safe. Slow down, Greg. Slow down.
See, he gets up there and his practice strokes are real jerky. He's swinging the cue stick up and down. He's not controlling himself.
Gonna try to get around this one. No, he just contained it.
That was a smart play by John. And Greg might be able to bank this 5 back up off the 6 on the side. But he opted to try for a safe, but he caught that 8 ball a little thick. I think he was hoping to clip about quarter ball in the 8 and have the 8 come out in the way. Oh, right off the nipple, but that was a great effort and got away with a good leave from it. That was a decent play.
That was a decent play.
I personally would have liked thin the 5 and try and bank it toward the 8 and bring that cue ball 2 rails up table and try and leave it kind of middle of the head rail. Yeah. But this turned out pretty well. I like the effort there for sure.
Yes, he's just jumping.
It was a good hit. It slowed up a little much. This is the chance that Greg needs to take advantage of here. He needs to slow down and stroke the ball in. See, he got punchy on that again. You can see the tension in his arm when he got up and hit that.
Yeah.
The delivery of the cue stick was just not like the practice strokes looked really good, and I had good faith in him. But then the follow throughs chopped off, and he just got real punchy. When at the end of your stroke, you look like a piston, where you go through and then pull back. There's too much tension there. It should be fluid.
It's a 7-11 race now.
Another win for John Boldman here. Yeah, this is a little unfortunate. I've seen Greg play quite a bit better than this. He's not on his game right now. He's definitely, understandably frustrated. He's had a lot of opportunities that he wasn't able to take advantage of. Ooh. And Boldman gets pretty lucky there and gets that cue ball kicked away from that side pocket. That was going straight for the middle of that side pocket there. But again, I mean, made a ball, but no good opportunity to go offensive here. But he does have a good chance to be able to bank that one ball and roll behind the 7. But
You would throw a little draw, overcut the bank on the one here at the time.
potentially, but I like. Oh, he hit it a little light. That one didn't get out. He left him a piece. You can cut that one ball up table with a little bit of. Oh, he's going airborne. See, there's another perfect example of that frustration. He didn't even try and line that up. He just got up there and smacked it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, now that 8 balls should be a pretty easy carom if John doesn't want to cut the one. Oh, he goes for a safe. That's smart play.
Oh, Greg, embrace the grind.
Oh, Greg.
I don't even know. Not quite sure what he was trying to accomplish with him.
I think he was trying to just maybe clip across the face of that one ball and just get it to the rail and hope the cue ball drifted the other side of the 2. But maybe just that non-committal stroke might have had that cue ball kind of, skid off the tip. Not so much necessarily a miscue, but just. The only saving grace for Greg here right now is that 7 ball in such a bad spot.
Oh, yeah, it blocks all that night.
Oh, and John bumped it loose a little bit. So if he can get that 5 ball in and end up with decent shape on the 6. But this is going to take a pretty good stroke here. I think he's looking at trying to shoot this 5 in with high right.
Going down and back up middle table.
I think that's his idea. Try and hit about a diamond to the right of that top left corner pocket. And he just let it drift to the left. I thought he was putting some inside on that when he first lined up for it, but
Now what?
I'm thinking you just clip the high side of that 6, bring that cue ball 2 rails, and freeze him on the back of that 8 ball.
Yeah, I like that too.
I mean, you can try and cut this in, but you're astronomically slim odds of being able to get anywhere good on that 7. So, and he caught it too thick.
These little bastards are weird.
And worse than that, he left him so straight on it. He had such a good line to be able to get down there for shape. But again, Greg's just not stroking the ball. He just got up there and thumped it.
Mm-hmm.
Got lucky that he left Boldman in such a tricky spot here with that being right by the tit of that side pocket. I don't know if he can hit this easy with top and catch that tit, or
Look at the shadow. Looks like he's pretty even with the.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's got to try and cross bank this in the corner or play it 3 rails pack past the 7.
Well, that
Or
was
you
pretty
could
tricky.
be smart and do that.
That was pretty slick.
That's why I hate playing Boldman, because he does stuff like that. Like, I didn't even see that as an option. That's just mean.
Well,
But he's such a nice guy off the table. I guess he's got to be mean somewhere in his life.
even when he does you good on the table, he still makes you feel good about him.
I know, that's
He
the
still
frustrating
smiles.
thing. You want to hate the guy when he beats the crap out of
But
you,
he
but you just
smiles.
can't.
Wow. I think he sees it.
Yeah, he's got to look at it, but
Overhit that.
by 2 feet.
Oh, is that going to sneak round behind the 7?
Ooh, yeah, you got
Yeah.
away with it there.
There's a nice little thin thing here.
You could go 2 rails and kick this in. Oh, he didn't hit it hard.
Oh, 6 ball just hit the rail.
Yeah. Got away with it there. John's got an edge, so Greg's not going to like what he's got coming back, I don't think.
No, he gets to see the edge of it.
Now, you see how quick he just jumps up to the table to shoot that? Like, I mean, he hit a good shot there, but take a little bit of time and assess the table. He's just, I mean, the cue ball's not even done rolling when John misses, and Greg's already up there ready to hit it. I mean, take a breath.
Oh, what a shot.
Very nice.
He didn't catch the 9 full enough to stay down in the vicinity.
Heck of a
Wow,
shot.
look at
Nice
that.
bank, John Boldman. JMFB. Back at it again.
Perfect. That was
Another
a nice
good
little
smooth
rolling
delivery.
shot. All right. We are 19-4. We have it. Well, it's 6-11 race. Okay. Come back.
I'd love to see Greg get a little something going here and get another 3 or 4 games at least, and then see how John Boldman can respond to that. Because, you know, when you're in a spot like John where you're, you know, the better player and you've got a big lead, I mean, there's an advantage and a disadvantage to it, because you can freewheel a little bit, which, you know, a lot of times you start stroking smooth and start making a lot more balls that you wouldn't be going for against a bigger threat. But at the same time, like, you start getting that lead, and then you can get complacent and lose your focus and concentration. And then if the guy starts making a little bit of a comeback from you, then you get rattled and you haven't been stroking the ball good. It can really put you on tilt.
Ooh,
Well,
no
see, there's a really big surprise from Boldman.
Yeah. You can see the composure and the way he's hitting the ball. Wow. Oh, they almost cut that one in. All right, Greg, come on. Take advantage,
All
man.
right, take your time. He's not. He's not taking his time. He's just hammering the ball. That there was probably the best stroke I've seen him hit. Let's see, he got careless there, and then he ends up that close to it. This is.
Not liking
There's
this.
just so much risk with what he's doing. He's not managing the table at all. He's just hitting the ball, hitting the ball, hitting the ball. See, and he had a great opportunity to be able to get that game right there and just.
Yep, he did. It was sitting there for him.
Yeah. And if he put a good stroke on the 4 to get to the 5, and then when he was on the 5 getting to the 6, he just smacked it. He didn't take enough time figuring out where he wanted to be and ended up in a tough spot. And it was all there for him.
Every time comes right up in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
All right, now it is a 11-5 race. Those are dangerous. They really do that.
Yes.
I brought a cookie too. One of those costs over my whole bag of cookies.
Another ball on the break with no look at the 1 ball.
John's had that look a couple of times.
Yeah, he keeps getting that 1 ball right toward the middle of that head rail. He needs to maybe hit it a little bit lighter so that 1 ball doesn't travel as far.
What a shot.
Wow, that was
That
awesome
was a nice
kick save. If you do about 15% off of that break speed, you can get that one to start laying up in that corner pocket and give yourself a much better opportunity to be offensive off the break.
I've played around for many, many years. I worked with the break. Well, and I agree. That soft little break, and always racking the 2 or 3 up there, right behind the 1. Yeah, you can set that up and make the wing ball, make the 1 ball inside, and then have it a 2-9 or a 3-9 every time. I do agree that the corridor rule is good. And I like the randomness of the rack, but you can still get, you don't have to overpower your break, but you can still get that criteria with a medium plus break just controlled.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to soft break. You can still hit it firm, but just manage, watch where that 1 ball keeps going, and then just adjust a little bit. Like the rest of the balls are random, but if you can give yourself a good look at the 1, then you've got at least a chance to be able to, play to get, some sort of a shape for a run out. But when you keep leaving it in the middle of that head rail, there's not much you can do with it.
Wow. Pretty good. In and back out the same line there. 5-7.
Oh, a little bit of a hop over the edge of the 5. This is a little risky. Well, he made the ball and kept the cue ball on the table. Got himself a look at the 5, not the ideal angle, but he's got a good look at it.
Drills it, comes around.
That was a good shot, but again, not a great angle. Looks like he's going to hit this with a little bit of low outside. And is he going to try and pinch this and hold, or see?
No.
I like that going over and back. I know a lot of people, they try and hit that and hold on the left side of the table, so they kind of hit it easy, and that English catches a little much and throws that ball out of the pocket, so they overcut it, trying to hold it, putting that good confident stroke. I like that. But he puts a little more power to it, but he's stroking the ball. He's not punching at it or smacking it.
Especially on a little diamond.
That was a nice little bank shot on the 9, though.
You like that? I think kind of wiped 5 arrows on the way in, didn't it?
I just wanted Greg's eyes to light up a little bit. Got 11-4 race here. Another good break.
You're going to see a little look on the one, but
Yeah, he went the other way, and it looks like he decided to put a little more power into that to try and get that 1 ball to come out, and drew the cue ball back up table to try and give himself, keep the cue ball close to the 1. I don't think he meant to be this close to it, obviously, but and he found a way to be able to see the 1 ball anyway. I don't think it passes that 2 ball, but it's really hard to tell from here. By what it looks like he's going for it. Oh, it did go. Now play the bank past the 7, pocket speed maybe with a little bit of left.
because there's not too much angle cut here on the bank. He punched a hole in there, though.
Yeah. Caught a little rail, but that's the way they make the pockets. So, he kind of maybe lifted his back arm up a little bit, stroking through that. I don't think he wanted to be that close to that side pocket.
He got on the right side of that 6, though. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Greg?
Well, yeah, here's another opportunity for Greg. Just shoot this with a touch of inside so that you don't go rolling over by that side pocket, maybe. He just hit it center, and like I said, touch of inside to stay away from that side pocket.
Oh,
Yeah, you got a feel for Greg right now.
I am.
Well, this is another spot where BOLDMAN's going to get a win that he
Pretty
really
much
shouldn't
thought
have
he
been
was
getting.
He didn't think he was going to have it.
I mean, he should have won the game, but after missing that 6 ball as bad as he did down for the corner, that should have been game over.
Yes.
And, he gets lucky to get back to that table, but See, now's where Greg should just look at John Boldman and say, okay, that's all the more spot I'm giving you. I'm going to start playing now.
Yeah.
Oh, one ball down in the side pocket this time. Well, I'm thinking John's probably going to bank that 2 back down table and try and put that cue ball behind this. What is it, the 6-7?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you didn't want to put it that close to the pocket, though, John. I mean, there's no guarantees here, but that's a fairly easy jump.
Got plenty of room for it.
Oh, come on, Greg. He didn't even put any effort into that at all. He's already decided that he's lost this match, I think.
For right here, I'd be playing the 2-9 with a backup safe.
I don't even think that Boldman would have to worry about the backup safe at this point. I think Greg's just relegated himself to the fact that he's already lost this match.
Yeah.
It's
The
almost
body language has been speaking.
yeah, it
saying
doesn't
that.
even matter what John Boldman does from here. I don't think that Greg's got anything left. I think he's gassed.
It's funny how we all do that. You know, you're playing, it's like, I am not having a ball good today. And just switch.
And, you know, it's never a good idea to give up on the match because, I mean, anything can happen. And, you know, Boldman gets up here, and what if he miscued on this shot? And then, you know, you get up there and you end up getting out on this rack. And then you make a couple of balls and have like a 3-9 combo lined up, and you can do that. You get a couple of good rolls, and next thing you know, you're right back in the match, and you've had a couple racks to get your stroke going, and you put your opponent a little on his heels, and you've still got a chance to be able to come back and win it. So never give up on a match, no matter how bleak it seems. And it's easy to say and hard to do. But, I mean, always believe until the last ball is in, because, I mean, there are some desperate situations that I've seen people come back from where you'd think there was not a chance.
Wow. Good cut.
Yeah, that cue ball's going to slow up too.
All right. 11-2 race.
Well, all he's got to do is beat him 11-1 from here, and Greg can still win this.
Yep. Oh, all right. Here we go. Bolden to break to get on the hill.
I'm thinking he's going to go with a little more power break again this time, like he did the last time. Yeah, a little more power so that, I mean, that one ball clipped the cue ball so it held it up, but that one ball was coming out from there. I think he
Himself a shot. I think he's got corner pocket shape where he puts the 1, the 2.
I think you can play this one in the corner and just roll that cue ball up and play short side for the 2 in the other side pocket.
Okay.
He looks like he's digging at it.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe he thinks he can pinch it and hold.
A little too hard for that.
Yeah.
The path I saw was, the short side on the 2. But if you didn't like that, just took a little bit of English to come up. But the side pocket was a better run to the 3.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Mhm.
That was really
Very
nice.
nice. Just missed that 9 ball, spin 2 rails back underneath the 7. Just like that.
Perfect.
Great shot.
Now you can just roll this for side pocket shape. Oh, the 6 is in the corner. Never mind. And then you can just go off the rail to the side pocket shape.
Yeah. All you got to do is just be off that end rail.
Did he just put an extension on? He did. He put on his extension.
No, that should be against the rules on a 7-foot
You
table.
think? Have you met Dane Ireland? What's your number?
I don't think so.
6'8" Hawaiian. Massive monster, taller than that. Great player. Played a tournament so long because see him. Hey Jace, can I borrow your bridge? So you play safe. Oh, he's a big guy. He has got a slip stroke. He plays, but it's so loose and all that long pendulum, and then he just throws a little bit of flick and slip slide, and that cue ball just when he's on, man, it's fun to watch.
Well, that puts Mr. Boldman on the hill.
Let's go, Greg. He's a good dude, too. He's one of those guys, you need something, and you not even ask, and walk up. Heard you might not be able to make more than just enough and get granted. You've done that to me in the past. He's one of those guys. He's a good dude.
Made the 3. Got for one of the few times in this match an actual shot on the 1. Kind of tight to get on that 2 very good, but there's a chance. But you got to be not too far off that rail to be comfortable with that. Oh, he caught that a little thick.
Yeah, look at the
I mean-
shape of that too, though.
I mean, he was trying to play that 1 to that right side of the pocket to hold that cue ball because he didn't want to run it too far. He just cheated it just a fuzz too much. This is going to take a decent stroke here, though. Ooh. Yeah, he
Taking a stolen foul.
punched it that bad.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't a foul. The ball did not come downhill. It went uphill a little bit.
It's hard to tell. That was real close.
Yes, it was.
Boldman with a really nice
Uh-oh.
effort there at the defensive play, but I do believe he gave Greg just the edge.
Yeah, I think he's.
He might have the left half of this ball.
I think he does. He might be able to play a bank shot back here. Not cut it to the side.
Yeah, I think the cut to the side is definitely there. It's hard to tell from.
Oh, too hard.
Yeah, left John an opening here.
We got to get back down to a 5 here, or is it 4 still? No.
No, the 4 is still
Four is on the
there.
spot.
Well, on the plus side, just straight top, make the 2. You should be able to come down by that side pocket.
Wow. Manageable, but this is a slow roll.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd end up clipping that 8. I figured he'd get around that 8 and come down another 1.5 feet. But
Oh, got a little push on the 5.
yeah, I think John's the kind of guy, like, even if I have to leave myself a little tougher on the next ball, I'm going to make sure I make this one. He's not going to risk missing the 4 trying to be too cute for shape on the 5, generally speaking. But this leaves Greg a good opportunity. If that 5's not too close to the rail, I think he can bank that 5 out and bring that cue ball right behind that 7. Oh, he was opting to try and go the other way, and it double kissed on him.
What do you do with this one? Play the bank? That's got troubles for shape.
Yeah, I think he's
Play thin.
yeah, just a little bit of high. Play the.
I'm just going to roll back in the.
Oh, Greg!
Okay, now that
Why would you be putting low on that? I thought he was going to paper thin it with top. Just come 2 rails back
Yeah.
out. I don't get the low on that. And it's easy to say from the chair. If you're up at the table, you know,
oh
it
yeah,
could be a lot different. But from here, I didn't understand why you did that.
and John doing what John does.
Yeah. Abusing you for mistakes.
That he does. The worst part is it makes you smile about it.
I know. You want to not like him after he beats the crap out of you, but
Can't
then he
help
buys you a drink, shakes your hand, gives you a hug, and you're just like, God, I really like you. I don't want to, but I really do. This for the match.
That for the match. Okay, John Boldman takes this set 5-4.
Well done, Mr. Boldman.
Good shooting, John. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Let's sit here and talk a little bit. Okay, they're handing over some monies. All right. Good, friendly. I think this was good for Distinguished Billiards no matter what happens here. Thank you, EvoSports, for the cameras.